Washington, CNN President Donald Trump's Twitter feed, for better or worse, has become the single most effective way for him to talk to the American people. Trump has talked about how the people in his press office, his paid spokespeople, can't really be trusted to speak for him since they don't know his latest thinking. He tweeted Friday that his social media accounts, with 100 million followers, by his count, if you combine them all together, including the same people using different accounts. An analysis for CNN found his actual number of combined followers is closer to 60 million, are the way he gets around what he calls the fake news media. The fake news media hates when I use what has turned out to be my very powerful social media, over 100 million people. I can go around them. But Trump's Twitter feed is as powerful in what it doesn't say as what it does. As of noon, the president had tweeted just once Monday, a jam-packed post that did not mention several important issues: 7 U.S. sailors killed after their ship's collision with a merchant vessel off Japan's Izu Peninsula, another 7 service members wounded in Afghanistan, news of a U.S. Navy jet downing of a Syrian warplane, and a deadly attack on Muslim worshippers on the streets of London. Throughout the weekend, as these stories broke and developed, his focus, on this most public platform, has been the federal probe he now regularly dismisses as a witch hunt. "I am being investigated for firing the FBI director by the man who told me to fire the FBI director. Witch hunt," he tweeted Friday. Trump's attorney, Jay Sekulow, spent the weekend and Monday morning playing cleanup for that admission, arguing on cable news programs that actually the president is not under investigation despite the tweet. Since the Friday morning tweet that caused Sekulow so much grief, Trump has used Twitter to tout an online poll that he says shows the American people are behind him, share video of his announcement to roll back aspects of the Obama administration's Cuba policy, say again that he's the victim of a witch hunt, retweet his son's criticism of former President Barack Obama, wish everyone a happy Father's Day, and encourage people in Georgia to vote for Republican Karen Handel in a runoff election Tuesday. What we know: pedestrians struck in terror attack near London Mosque. What we know: pedestrians struck in terror attack near London Mosque. Up for re-election in 2018 in a state Hillary Clinton won, Heller is perhaps one of the most vulnerable Republicans in this health care debate. Heller also comes from a state that, thanks to expanded Medicaid, has seen its uninsured rate drop from 23% to 12%. The senator has been fighting alongside Portman to more slowly phase out federal money for Medicaid expansion. But Heller is facing a bit more pressure from back home. His Republican Governor Brian Sandoval told the Nevada Independent this week he would prefer the expansion didn't go away at all. That's not going to happen in the Senate, where non-expansion Republicans have argued that Medicaid expansion states shouldn't be allowed to keep more federal money. Texas Republican Senator Ted Cruz is trying a new role in the debate over health care, negotiator. Rather than sticking to the firebrand, leadership agitating strategy that defined his early years in the Senate, Cruz, and those who have been working with him, insist he is working constructively behind the scenes to get to yes on health care. But that doesn't change the fact that Cruz is still one of the Senate's most conservative members who has said that he wants to ensure that the Senate health care bill actually lowers premiums. Like many conservatives, Cruz believes that in order to bring down the cost of health insurance, lawmakers need to repeal as many of the Obamacare-era regulations as possible. He also has advocated to repeal Obamacare taxes as soon as possible. A twist: Cruz is up for re-election in 2018. And a bad position for Cruz would be to on the opposite side of Trump, who has said he likes the direction the Senate bill is moving. Alaska Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski has been frank about her frustration with how the Senate is crafting their health care bill. She was invited to the White House to meet with the president last week on health care, but told reporters after the meeting that she had no idea if she was having an impact in the process because "I have no idea if we even have a bill. I mean, I learn more from you all," she said to reporters. Murkowski is independent-minded and fiercely loyal to Alaska, which has some of the most expensive insurance premiums in the country. Murkowski has said she wants to make sure that the Senate bill's tax credits are more generous for those living in rural places like Alaska than the House bills were. She also has been critical of defunding Planned Parenthood. an item that will likely be included if McConnell needs conservative support for his bill. Murkowski's not an easy get, but if leadership is amenable to her wishes, it could give an indication that the bill is moving in a more moderate direction. Trump's terror tweets make a statement at other times. Trump has labeled something terrorism even before